Election day may turn into a really long night in West Haven next month. Four-term Mayor John Picard, who lost the Democratic primary by just 13 votes, has decided to run as a write-in candidate.
Now that means the ballot's going to have to be counted by hand. Chief Political Correspondent Mark Davis joins us live to explain how all this is going to work with the brand new optical scan voting machines. Mark.
Hi, Keith and Ann. Good evening, everyone, from the Hartford newsroom. This is an example of the kinds of ballots we now use in Connecticut with the optical scanning machines. And what the West Haven registrars are going to have to do is add another line for write-ins, and they're going to have to specially program the machines.
I think these machines make it a little bit easier because you do get a paper ballot and a marker when you walk into the voting booth, so it makes it a little bit easier.
The mayor is talking about waging a write-in campaign with the new optical scanner voting machines. He will be the first candidate to attempt it. The only successful write-in campaign was back in 2005 when Waterbury Mayor Mike Jarjura lost his primary and waged a write-in campaign. But that was on the old mechanical voting machines, where a write-in space had long been provided. Since then, Connecticut has switched to optical scanning machines. The registrars in West Haven will have to program the machines to accept write-in votes. Then, those writing in a name will have to fill in the oval on the line that says write-in and write the name in the box next to it. But the scanners cannot read your writing.
It'll put any ballot with a little bubble filled in for a write-in vote in a separate bin, and then those bins will be opened after the polls close, and the ballots with write-in votes will be counted by hand.
Picard says people all over town urged him to run as a write-in candidate following his 13-vote loss in the Democratic primary.
Hi, Richard. It's Ed O'Brien.
Ed O'Brien, the Democrat that won the primary, says he's surprised at the move since Picard had said he would not contest the outcome.
John Picard always had a problem with people taking two bites at the apple, and now that's exactly what he's doing.
The Republican in the race thinks having two Democrats fighting it out might help him.
What bothers me is the man running on fiscal responsibility, where they just went through a primary that cost $80,000, that he's ignoring the results and he decides to run anyway.
Now, the Secretary of the State's office says that if you check that off, that oval, and you can't fit the name in the box and you write it down below here, well, they'll count that as long as they are sure who you're voting for and they can read your writing. Live from the Hartford newsroom, Mark Davis, News 8.